I've travelled here to learn more about their culture and with its often complicated environment of rugby in South Africa. My journey starts from the coastal city of Port Elizabeth in the Eastern Cape. In case you are wondering, no, it's not named after the Queen. True story, apparently. Surrounded by loads of rural communities, this is the heartbeat of raw African rugby, with countless famous bat players hailing from this area. My first taste is touch rugby session on the outskirts of PE, in a suburb called Missionvale. From the looks of it, I seem to have travelled to the rougher side of town. So I've come down to Missionvale Rugby Club, home of famous Blitzbox Sevens player Cecil Africa. Very different to anything that I've seen or I'm used to. But rugby's rugby, gonna get in amongst it. Let's see how I do. From the outset, these lads seem pretty competitive, but this old dog's still got a few tricks up his sleeve that I can show him. Oh well, retirement may have just got to me there. I'll be honest, this is not the rugby style that I expected. Pace, stepping, and some serious skill. They're quick, eh? They're quick. I thought it was just about the physicality. Well, I just checked that we weren't at altitude because I'm breathing through a straw. I actually thought they were children when I first turned up, but turns out when I got them close, they're actually men. They had beards, and they were very quick, but well impressed. Quality players. Oh well, this old man will have to get his hands dirty now. I love rolling around the floor. Bit of old school rugby, that's what I'm about. As the session draws to a close, it's time to find out what really makes this team tick. I speak with Joseph Jones, the Vice Chairman. Just tell me what it means in this area and the community for rugby around here.
We are a very tight community when it comes to rugby. The community is very passionate about their rugby. For us as a club, we strive to bring the best out of our youngsters in the community and to bring the best out of our community. We are not privileged to have many things, but the little we have, we try to share it amongst our community.
I've obviously trained out on the pitch, very different to some of the international pitches I've trained on, but at the end of the day, it's a rugby pitch, isn't it? But what do you want to see the next few years? What's your dream for this club?
Our main challenge at the moment is our facilities. That, as you can see, our field is not of the greatest. We are doing everything in our power to get our brand of rugby up to a standard where we can sit and enjoy the game of rugby in Missionvale.
Rugby never ceases to amaze me. Who would have thought that a place like this would have this amount of raw talent at its disposal? Unfortunately, the sad reality is opportunity doesn't come knocking easily in these parts. And while, to be fair, not in the distant past either. Welcome to the Adcock Stadium, one of the few places where in the past black players could apply their trade in the little-known South Africa Cup. I'm meeting two legends of the game, Charles Kleinboy and Themba Lunwamba. You won the South Africa Cup many a times in the early 70s, I'm right in saying that. So, as clearly a very good player back in your time, was it difficult for you to be able to make it to the next level?
You know, it was just a pity that the laws of this country didn't allow us to play everybody. We couldn't play against the white people. And the type of rugby that we used to play was not a power rugby. It was a flair rugby.
Well, I can see that in the areas with the kids that we've seen and the adults in some of the townships that we've been around.
Now you have seen the black people of South Africa when they play rugby. You see beautiful rugby.
And again, I'm here as an outsider coming in, and rugby is rich in this area. And it's the same, you know, like we've seen the facilities are just, I think to say way below standard would be an understatement.
After unification '92, there were systems that were put in place of developing players from primary school level up to national level. But after '95, the World Cup of '95, that thing was stopped. And there were a lot of black players that went through in that system. That system is no more there. That system was bringing more players from the township and the northern areas to go and play provincial level and national level.
Something that I will never understand, not being able to play because of the colour of your skin. This meeting leaves me with more questions than answers. Where is all this talent actually going? So I'm off in search of answers. I head to the countryside to a little town called Alicedale. The coach fills me in on everything. What's inspired the children here and the people of this town to pick up a rugby ball?
We want to stop this thing of crime, drug abuse.
And in Alicedale here, where we are, is there much crime? Has there been much crime over the years?
There was in the past. There was a lot of crime, but the only problem is 90% of the community of Alicedale are unemployed. You know, sometimes we had to take out money out of our own pockets so that the guys can play rugby because we are doing it with the love of the game.
So I head off to the training field. The field conditions, it seems, are not the best, but the lads are already warming up and they're raring to go. I must say, it does feel like rugby's version of the Wild Wild West. Some more balls.
Oh, thank you.
That's right to play with.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries, my pleasure. Yeah, thank you for having me. I know it's your holiday, right? Can I just join in with some of your drills, coach?
Twee lyn staan met 'n backline aan die kant en 'n backline die kant. Kom aan, guys.
You lift me. You lift me. Oh, the old two-step lob. Oh, go. Oh, good hands. Go on, son. Oh, good tackle. Physical, eh? Shoes, socks, and footwear, they all seem optional. And here I decide we're just going to do a skill session. These kids are not afraid to get stuck in properly. Oh! These kids are possessed. They're running around like madmen. Right, after running around rugged for the last half an hour, it's time to hit the tackle bags. For you players, tell me some of the things as well, some of the challenges of being a kid growing up in South Africa.
Sir, there's a lot of gangsters and people using drugs here in our community. So playing rugby keeps us away from using drugs and doing bad things.
It keeps us disciplined, so it gives us a choice. You
know, for me, in my country, and it's very different to you guys, but I grew up very poor, but rugby gave me a foundation as a man and as a human being. It gave me friendship, it gave me inclusivity. You know, it's been a real pleasure for me to come here and share the field with you, you know? Apart from you on the bag, you knocked me back, sore back. So, you know, but I really hope that, you know, you carry on playing rugby, you know, you listen to the coaches, because great people just spending time with you, and I think you're doing a fantastic job.
Alicedale Rugby! Yes! Alicedale Rugby! Yes! Alicedale Rugby! Yes! Alicedale Rugby! Yes!
Thank you, guys. So as we say goodbye, it hits me. I'm leaving. I'll be heading back to the good old comfy UK soon. But these kids, well, this is all they've got.